Alexander Adventure says Jersey in the house. Oh, good. Yes, Suze at large. It was fun to get our colorful Colorado sign. Sean Ledoux, I'm glad you're on here. Wyoming can get hot in the summer, Terry, but where I was, I didn't get hot. I only got hot once I started coming south for Colorado and New Mexico. Let's see. Who else? Rob Wakely. Hello, my darling, and congratulations on your new trailer. It is so awesome. I love the pictures, and I haven't had a chance to get back to you yet, but it is gorgeous, Rob. Sean Ledoux, same thing to you for your new Class C. Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. And I'm so grateful that you are on here tonight, and I can't wait to see you this year. Diane, if you want to know if Wyoming is nice, go watch my videos from the summer. I was there for, I think, 7 or 8 weeks, if not more. And you'll see everything from horses roaming free to eagles to you just name it. And it was just gorgeous. And Suzanne in Denver, Suze at large, I'll try to remember that. And Brenda, I'll talk about Robert being the lone moderator in just a moment. I'm so glad you guys are all on here. Thank you so very much. RV Butterfly, Diane Jones. I'm going backwards, so I'm trying to see. Joan Pringle, it was good texting with you a while ago. Glad to see you on here. Let's see. Steve and Doreen are in the house. Hello, my darlings. I sent y'all an email and a Patreon message that to be sure that you get your t-shirts to the right address. You can go online and chat with customer service in real time. So I hope that you get a chance to do that. And let's see. Texan Lou from Central Texas. Bandit, you're scratching me. Stop it. He is really digging into my arm and hurting. Let's see. Brenda Whitlock calls us, hello, sketchy folks. And Cynthia Veers, good to see you in the house. Richard Albert, good to see you. And Rick in Phoenix. I'll try to remember that, you guys, but I'm not very good at remembering names. And especially when I see your YouTube name and try to remember to call you something different. But I will sure try. I think that I am caught up. Let's see. Sean, you're leaving the Yukon before it gets colder than 32. Glad to hear that. Mike and Cindy, my cousins, are in the house. Good to see y'all. Love you so much. And I'm so sorry for all that you are going through. The hurricane and the winds were not good to you guys. Barbara Kuhn, good to see you on here. Rachel from Pennsylvania. Hey, Rebecca, glad you got your t-shirt, and I'll be telling everybody else about that tonight as well. So let me talk to you about Robert being the only moderator. It is because I got text today that Carol had surgery, as did Kathy, and I didn't know either one of them were going in the hospital. I think Kathy's was kind of a surprise to her, is what she reports, and so we'll be thinking of them and holding them in prayer and light. And so Robert is holding down the fort tonight. Y'all be nice to him. And if need be, I can put this girl right here, give her a wrench. Frugal RV gal in the house, everybody.
Yep, I can be a wrench if I need to be.
She can be a wrench if she needs to be. That's it right there. Hello, Megan. Yes, I know. I heard that the Michigan in that area is getting some hot weather again. And Michael says that he made it to Trinidad from North Georgia in 2 days. Oh, thank you, Terry. That's so sweet of you. Terry says, you look great today. I appreciate that. Lou Ann Kelly, happy Friday to you as well. Hey, Chuck and Letty, I love you guys. I'm trying to get something in the mail to y'all, but I don't do mail well. And so anyway, trying to get it in the mail to you. Letty, if you'll text me when you think of it and let me know where to mail it to. I'd appreciate it. And yes, Brenda, lots of people from lots of places tonight. Let's see. Oops, I hit a wrong button. Oops, hit a wrong button again. Okay, now I think I got it right. Steve says, hello, Frugal. And I saw that Jersey is in the house, Alexander. Hi, Susan O, glad you made it. And yes, Brenda says, healthy juju to Carol and Kathy. Exactly. And my cousins are on here tonight. You guys, they got hit by hurricane. What was it? Which hurricane? I forgot the name now. Nicholas. Hurricane Nicholas. And they had trees, 40-foot trees that were healthy that fell on their house and their barn and their carport. And they've been dealing with that and clean up, and, you know, a lot of people got hard hit, but I'm glad you guys are on here tonight and taking a break, and I hope that the Friday Night Live sketchy crew can offer you a break from all of that. And yes, we're making Robert work for that wrench. Steve Olson and Doreen, they'll be at my meetup. They also say, hey, Frugal. And so I have gone I left Wyoming, and I was in Colorado for a while with my friend Beth. You guys, Bandit has crashed. He's just like crashed on my arm. Anyway, I was in Colorado for a while with my friend Beth, and she's been on here some, and you guys know PJ Pittenger, she's been on here some, and they are together tonight in Colorado. But I left Colorado and am in New Mexico and getting ready to head to Texas with Frugal and go to Lollapalooza. If you guys have not checked out Frugal RV Gal's channel, please hop over there and do so, and subscribe and give her a thumbs up and tell her that you hopped over from the Friday Night Live. That would be awesome, but not right now, after the live chat. And Doreen says they've been hot in Texas so long she forgot what cooler temperatures feels like. She's got a 66 for a high today. That is awesome. I will tell you that I was driving south and yesterday to get to where I am in New Mexico, and you guys know I never give away my location in real time, but to get to where I am in New Mexico, you guys, it got into the 90s, and I haven't been in the 80s even all summer. I was so blessed in the parts of Wyoming that I was in, and then in Colorado up in the high, at 10,000 feet above in the Rockies with Beth at her lovely ranch. All summer, I maybe experienced temperatures in the 80s, maybe even 5 times, if that. And now, and then I got down here yesterday and it was in the 90s, and I still don't have my cabin AC working right. I'm going to try to get it charged and see if that works. But anyway, I had a mini episode again last night, and so Frugal joined me yesterday, and so it's like, hi, welcome to my camp. Anyway, but I was much better this morning, and I'm very grateful for that. But I do not do heat well, and I'm happy to be headed to Texas and Lollapalooza with Lost on Land again. You guys go check out her channel also. But I do not do heat well, and so we're traveling again tomorrow, and we're leaving early in the morning because I need to get where I am going before it gets hot. Let's see who I've missed. Life with Nana, Patty Coretta, Tina Boggs, hello from Portland. Janet was just up in look at Bandit. He's trying to sleep. Oh. Janet was just up in Jana was. I read somebody said Janet. Jana was just up in Oregon and Washington. Noreen is here. Let's see. I missed what Robert said where you're thanking him. What did Robert say?
He put a link to my channel.
Oh, thank you for doing that, Robert. And you guys be sure and go out, check out Robert's channel. Robert put a link to your 2 channels as well. Robert has the best travel news, and I am so proud of him because it is doing really well. One of his travel news was so spot on. It's gotten over 30,000 views lately, that one video, and he just keeps us informed. And it is just so entertaining the way he does it, and you can count on him as a journalist. Was his career, one of his careers. You can count on him to present the news factual. And thank you, Robert, for putting that up. And it's just an amazing channel, and I'm so proud of you for the success that it is having, Robert. And hi, Threads and Jars. So glad that you are here. Thank you. 49, Sean, that sounds so good. I think it's 90 something out there, isn't it? Yeah, it's hot here. And Sunny Ross says it's hot, balmy in San Joaquin County. And Pup Camper Cheryl is on here. She says, coming to us from Canton, Oklahoma. You already knew that, though, didn't you? Yeah, Janice says she already knew that. Sitting on a beautiful lake, taking a little bit of a break from driving. Good for you. Let's see. I think I'm caught up. If I missed something, I will try. Maybe my lone mod tonight, or Frugal RV gal can tell me if I missed something. So Nooks and Crannies, glad to see you on here tonight. And yes, you guys, I enjoy his show too. Cindy is on, as well as my cousin Mike. Cindy, I've already told everybody that you guys were on here. I appreciate you logging on as well. Every little bit helps. And I miss you guys. I wish I could be there to help you with the cleanup and just the trauma of what you've been through from Hurricane crap. What was it?
Nicholas.
Hurricane Nicholas, not Hurricane crap. That's what they should name them. You know, instead of naming them Ike and Harvey and Nicholas and everything, they ought to name them Crap and other funny names. Anyway, glad that you guys are on here. Let's see. I forgot what else is in the title of my video. I know it was leaving Colorado. Oh, and oh my God, somebody mentioned the fall colors. You guys, I was up, Beth's Ranch is above 10,000 feet, and the aspens were turning, and I can't wait to share that video with you guys, where Hurricane Crap would be a good name, I think, RV Butterfly. Anyway, thank you, Robert. Bye to Colorado. And what's next for me, Robert? Thank you. Sorry to trouble you, because I know you're so busy being the only mod, and I appreciate all that you're doing tonight. The aspens above 10,000 feet were turning, and they were lemon yellow and fluorescent orange, and and then gold and some rust built in, but mostly it was lemon yellow and fluorescent orange, and it was just incredible beauty. I just was blown away, and then could see all the other mountains all the way up to 14er, and it was just amazing. I really kind of, other than getting to travel with Frugal and heading to Texas, I really wish I were still there, because it was so nice and cool.
Yeah, a lot different.
Yeah, a lot different. But Threads and Jars and Susan O are both saying that they wish we could have met. And you guys, I was only at her ranch for 3 days, and I was on a mission, and I hope that you can make it to my meetup. Susan, I think you're coming. In Threads and Jars, yeah, I wish we could have met too, but there's only so many hours in a day. What I will do when we moving forward, what I hope to do is to have mini meetups, and if I have enough time, say I'm going to be in this area and I can meet you at this park, and yay, Susan, I'll see you there. And I was going to do that in 2020 before COVID hit, and so I hope to be able to do that again, and then as many people that are in that area that can come. I did that in Medford, Oregon 1 year, and had about 20 there, and it was just a lot of fun. Nooks and Cranny says, come to Maine. Our friend the Dan Van was just there. He did a lot of videos in Maine. And MJ says that they are in Toronto. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that you are in the ICU, but I'm glad to hear that you are on the mend, and I appreciate the smiles. Blessings to you. And let's see, I don't know what else is. Meetup t-shirts. Thank you guys. So Robert is moderating, and a Frugal RV gal is translating or something like that. And watching other videos too, evidently.
No, there's a phone call.
Oh, a phone call. She hit in. I was thinking it was like me, because I always hit. I was telling her I was thinking it was like me, because I always hit the wrong button. Yeah. And I actually started playing a video one night during my FNL.
That was my brother calling.
Oh, your brother. Okay, good deal. Let's see. Yes, a good team. shoot, what's my next?
T-shirts.
T-shirts, yes, T-shirts.
T-shirts.
So in the morning, I will put on social media pictures of the Cocoa Meetup, Cocoa Fest 2021 Meetup, but they are already available on my spring store. And so if you want to look in the video description for the link to my spring store, you can go look at the 2021 Cocoa Fest Meetup t-shirts, and they are so awesome. We ordered ours today, and I know about 6 other people did because I let my patrons know today. I'm letting you guys know tonight. And then in the morning, the links will be all over social media. And I hope that you will go grab your t-shirt. Angelique, my writing partner and one of my besties at writeforhealing.com, is now managing my spring store for me. And she did such a fabulous job on designing these t-shirts and selecting so many different colors, everything from white to black and everything in between. And I love the design. And if you don't know, my meetup is going to be at City of Rock State Park, November 15th through 19th. Last I looked, the sites were sold out for reservations, but they do have a ton of first come first serve sites. And we have a lot of people that if you get there and don't have reservations, we have a lot of people that are saying that you can share a site with them because City of Rocks legally allows 2 RVs per site. And in most of the sites, people can fit. So if you want to come, City of Rock State Park in New Mexico, November 15th through 19th. Thank you, Robert. And I did a video on that where you can see what the park looks like and everything. And I hope you can make it. And if you are planning on being there, please let us know right now because I want to know who all is going to be there. I know Susan O is going to be there. Frugal RV Gal is going to be there. Woohoo! Shalom on the Roam is going to be there. What other YouTube creators? C-Dub's Journey.
Tim Untethered.
Yeah, Tim Untethered. Duh, how could I forget that? Tim Untethered. I'll probably think of more as we go along, but anyway, I hope that you guys can make it. Oh God, Robert, I'm so sorry.
Well, yeah, of course, Robert.
of course, Robert. And Robert was
Me.
me. Oh golly, Moses. Robert, you're talking about taking somebody for granted. I apologize for that. It's like assumed that people just know that you're going to be there. You go without saying. I don't know that that's true. I think I was having a major brain burp, but I did take for granted that you are included in that group. And I'm really glad you're going to be there. Anyway, I hope you guys can join me. What's next on my agenda tonight? Do we know? Jana's looking it up, huh?
Book updates.
Oh, book updates. Okay, so the deadline has passed for turning in recipes. I know I'm holding the camera like this so y'all can see. Here, I'll turn it here so y'all can see Bandit resting. So book updates. The deadline has passed for turning in recipes, but and Frugal RV Gal formatted the recipe book for me and is getting it ready for publication on my spring store. It will be published June 1. October. She's just looking. Yeah, y'all look at this face. She was looking at me like, what? It will be published October 1. And we have how many recipes do we have,
32,
Jenna?
I
Wait,
think.
32?
32.
Okay, awesome. So you're going to get over 30 recipes, and the name of the book is Recipes by Nomads for Nomads. And you got sleepies? And but then there's a tagline that will say full-time, part-time, and wannabes. So it's not really just nomads, but we thought that was catchy. And so it's digital, so we can update it over time, right? And so when we get ready to, after our travel plans settle down and everything, and when we have time, we will do an updated version and give you, if you want to add your recipe and everything to it if you missed the deadline. Yes, Letty, Bandit, he's so sweet. He is worn out because he's been playing with Sami, and if you haven't been playing with Sami, he's making sure Sami isn't playing with his toys, And so we're going through a training issue here to try to teach him. Oh, and I want to show y'all, I'm going to move real slowly. Oh, actually, I can just turn it around. So Sammy, I'm moving slowly so it doesn't mess up the signal. There's Sammy laying on the floor. She is as crashed as Bandit is. They have just been really enjoying each other. So yes, Letty, and I can't wait to meet Ava. I sure hope you and Chuck will try to come to the meetup. Hey, Joni's RV Journey, good to see you on here. Miss you and hope that you are doing well. Let's see who else I met. Debra on the go. I know it's hard to keep the time zones straight. When I schedule my meetup, I mean not my meetup, my live stream, I have to schedule it for 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. It doesn't matter what time zone I'm in. I have to get that straight because that's when my Friday Night Live is, right? And it is so hard for me to figure out what time zone I'm in versus scheduling it for the right time zone. And I'm always so afraid I'm going to mess it up. But so far, I have gotten it right. Let's see. Yeah, I know it's going to be fun to cook the recipes, isn't it, Frugal?
I know, I can't wait.
Yeah. Matilda, glad you're on here. We just appreciate you showing up and logging in. Thank you. Let's see. Sammy does look comfortable, right? And yes, that's right, Matilda. Pooped out pups. I would have to say that is correct. I'm turning a fan on in case y'all wonder what I'm doing. And the other thing is that my RV brand new refrigerator, y'all know the story of the guys that installed it and ripped me off on so much. They really were. I don't usually say that very lightly, but they really were crooks. And my AC in my cabin, my engine doesn't work well. I think it only needs charging. And then my AC, and that is through no fault of the mechanic. I love Tom, my mechanic, and his wife Heather. They are awesome people. So that AC not working right is no fault of theirs. It's the original AC in this 84 RV. But that rooftop AC is brand spanking new and doesn't work right. And so I'm anyway, I think it's freezing up. And so I just turned a fan on. Are you too hot, Frugal? You
No,
okay?
I'm good.
Okay. And Threads and Jars says, let's see, Threads and Jars says, figuring time zones is why we have fingers. I actually did use my fingers. How did you know that? That is too funny. Yay, Joni's getting ready to head west. And Pup Camper Cheryl says, kiss Sammy on the nose for me. Sammy is very sweet. All right, am I caught up? I know, Cheryl, they did so much damage to my RV, and they came recommended. That's the thing that kills me is they came recommended, and I'm turning the fan back on. I put it on low. Oh, I don't know. Y'all can't tell that I just got air, but I just got air. Okay. Bandit doesn't like air blowing on him. We're opposites on that case. So that's why he's moving. He's like, oh, Mom, turn the fan on. I got to move. Hi, Cardies. Good to see you. Dandy Dan, good to see you on here. Hey, Arthur Leslie, glad you could join us. Well, Patty says get 3 small clocks for the wall in one small frame so you have the time. I actually have that on my phone, and I have the world clock, and I can put in all the time zones for the U.S. and as well as anywhere else. And but that doesn't help this brain figure it out. But I appreciate that, Patty. But yeah, I have a world clock on my phone, and it's wonderful for me. Let's see, Midnight Run Kennel, you're so correct about that. Okay, what was I talking about? What was the subject? It takes an army, you guys, I swear.
Book updates. You talked about the recipe book.
Oh, the recipe book updates. Yes. Okay, so that's the thing about the recipe book, and I can't wait for y'all to see it and to try the recipes. And some of them, I mean, not some of them, but some of them are like, I'm gonna cook them. I want to cook the whole book, not the book, but the recipe. The recipes in the book. I want to cook the whole book. It's digital, but otherwise I could print it and just throw it in the fire. I'm sorry, I'm being silly. I'll cook that book. That's about the kind of cooking I do. Anybody that knows me will tell you I'm not a cook. And yes, Patty, I think all full-time travelers, after a while, we just give up on not being confused. And so the other thing is that Angelique cooked the book. Oh, that's right. That's a term for like being illegal, isn't it? I'm not illegal, you guys. Don't think that I am, please. The Angelique, my writing partner, the one that's managing my store now, she and I talked today because she is also the co-author and editor of my book that I have finished, How Being a Nomad Saved My Life. And she and I talked today, and she is pretty much done with her editing. I have to write another section for her that she has requested to plug into the book. I need to do that this weekend. She wants that by Monday. And then she's going to do her final, she's kind of moving some chapters around and doing her magic. She's a magical editor. And then she's going to send it to our wizard publisher after next week, which is Robert Witham. And so pretty soon my book will be out. Robert, I think, has said he needs a couple of weeks to be able to format it for publishing and get it ready for all of the digital formats, whether it's Kindle or your phone or on Amazon and paperback. And so it'll be available in digital and paperback. But we're close. We're getting closer and closer and closer. Denise says, hope you are well today. Am I going to be in Quartzsite at this next RTR? I don't think... I can't speak for Bob Wells and Howa and them, but I don't think they're having an RTR in Quartzsite, or if they have, I don't think they've announced it. And of course, last year they had an online RTR, a virtual RTR. So cream of cookbook soup. That's so funny, Brenda. Let's see. I'm trying to see what else I missed. Sue says, I know you're legit. I really am. Sometimes legit silly, but I am. Let's see. I'm going to take a drink. Hold on, you guys. Ron Sees America. Hello, welcome. Oh, Susan, this is going to be your first meetup. That makes me so happy. Can't wait to meet you. Is there anybody else on here other than Robert and Frugal RV Gal that are going to be at my meetup? Sheila is asking, will I do audio versions of my books? I would love to. I don't know how. I don't know how to get that rolling. Oh, good. Steve Olson said that about the soup first. That's funny, you guys. And Suze at Large says she will be there too. That is awesomeness. I just can't wait, and I'm so excited about my meetup. Marsha, you're going to be there. Yay. Mouse Boots 46. Y'all met Marsha on my channel in a video last year. Oh, Joni's RV Journey, I met her too. And Joni, I told everybody that even if you can't get a reservation, please come, because we have people that are, I can't make you any guarantees, but they do have sites that are first come, first serve, and you first come, first serve, and you can put 2 RVs or 2 rigs. It doesn't have to be RVs, but you can put 2 rigs per site. And most most sites are big enough for 2 rigs. And we have people that are already emailing me saying they're willing to double up. And and Steve and Doreen that are on here are going to be there. And I forgot y'all to say y'all's name earlier, and I apologize for that. So I know that there are at least 6 people that are willing to double up. And then I think they have about 10 sites that you can't reserve that are first come, first serve. And those can double up. So I'm just saying, if you can make it, come, and we can probably find somebody that you can bunk with, so to speak. I'm not hooking anybody up. Don't go there. Oh, good. Ron says that he's here to learn more about the New Mexico meetup. I have already done a video on that, Ron, and maybe if Robert has time, he can put that link up. I think he's already put it up, but please put it up again, Robert, for Ron. And go watch that video, Ron, and if you have any specific questions, now's the time to ask them. Texas Lady would love to go to the meetup. Oh, I understand, Texas Lady. So many people have so much stuff going on right now. See, you'll be over 13 hours away. I understand, Cheryl, but I tell you what, Cheryl, well, we want you there, so if you can make it, please do, and we'll work something out. Sean Ledoux, you're thinking about attending. That would just make me so happy to be able to give you a big old hug, my friend. I missed you this last year. And you guys met Sean. I did a tour of his box truck on my channel last year, and he joined us in the desert on several videos. New Year's, we were together. That was in 2019, I think, or 2000, I get my years mixed up, or 2020 New Year's. But anyway, you will meet him on my channel as well. And now he has a new rig, a Class C. Yes, Joni, I think you would be able to. The only thing is, do you still have, what length is the size of your RV? But I think we can probably find somebody that you could double up with. Again, I can't make any guarantees, but you guys, they have first come, first serve sites. It's $10 a night per rig. So if you've got 2 rigs in the site, both have to pay the $10. Marcia says she's willing to double up. That's awesomeness. Sean is letting me know it was 2019. Keep me straight, my darling friend. And Joni's RV is 29.5 feet. Sean's RV is 24.5 feet. So if anybody is willing to share your site, maybe you can contact them and let them know. Oh my goodness, Nooks and Crannies says it would be a 3-day travel. Honey, it's being like a 3-week travel date for me to get there. I'm like, it's like, okay, can I tell them about yesterday? But your yesterday?
No.
Okay, so yesterday, Frugal was meeting me here where we are in New Mexico. She left her camp, and how long did Google say that your drive was?
3.5 hours.
And Frugal, how long did it take?
9 hours.
She kept sightseeing along the way.
Went to the Petrified Forest National Park, and then there was road construction for 45 minutes, and yeah, it was a 3-hour tour.
Yeah, just like a lot. What is that show? Gilligan's Island.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I never thought I was gonna get here.
Yeah. So it was funny. She made it though, and that's all. That's what matters. Robert is saying that his trailer is 21 feet, but with a van, it's a 40-foot combo. And I just want to point out, too, that when they say you can have 2 rigs, they count a towed or a truck pulling a trailer as 1 rig. So Robert's van and trailer is 1 rig. And then, so if somebody has an RV and they're pulling a car, that's still 1 rig. And you can put 2 rigs per site if you want to. And yay, I'm glad y'all are working it out. Susan O says she's invited her son to come with her. And that is so cool, Susan. I hope he makes it, but that is so sweet of you. Oh, Dandy Dan, did you see him telling you? Dandy Dan says that he enjoys Frugal's videos. What is not to enjoy? Her, her videos are awesome. And if you want to learn how to do cast iron cooking, be sure that you go check that out. And also, I know that Robert is going to participate in the cast iron cook-off, but Frugal RV Gal is heading up the cast iron cook-off that we are going to have at my meetup. And so Steve says his is 20. Steve says his and Doreen's is 22 feet. And I haven't seen y'all's rig, Steve and Doreen. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all again and seeing your rig. And I know that my friend Rob Wakely hopes to make it. And in his new rig, it's just going to be such fun. Let's see. I hope to do a live from there every day. That will be fun, just to show y'all around. I have rented the pavilion that's in the center of the park, and I will have friends and people that are helping me with the meetup that are staying in there. And that's already full. But we will. There's a big pavilion there with lots of tables, and that's where we'll meet every day. A cast iron throwing contest.
What is that?
I know, because I would get hit.
I know, I'm like, what?
We're not doing that. Yeah. Okay, Matilda, I'm glad you and Joni's RV Journey worked that out. And Rebecca McKinney says they have a 35 travel trailer at theirs, but their site is big. The sites, when you go online, it did tell you how big of a RV you can have, or how big of a rig you can have in the site, and yes, many of them are very large. Let's see. Okay, bye Terry, it was good to see you. Thank you. Yes, Dandy Dan, I agree, it just ups the flavor. I wouldn't want any, if I were a cook and if I had cast iron, which I don't want anybody, I wouldn't want anybody throwing mine either. And I wouldn't want anybody throwing Jana's either.
No.
Yeah, no.
Too much care.
Yeah, she takes her cooking and her cast iron very seriously, and her knives and her fishing. All of the above. Okay, so do I have any other topics, or am I done? Okay, so you guys, I'm done with my topics. What do y'all want to talk about? Anybody? Otherwise, I'm going to take another drink and let y'all think about it for a moment. The fan is making my eye, dun, 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 dun. The fan is making my eyes water. Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. No, it is. Does anybody else do that? Wind blowing on your eyes? See, it's like watering crazy. But I turned it, so it's okay. You're still okay, temperature-wise, Frugal?
Oh, I'm great.
Okay, good. Actually, my cousin Michael says we won't mention that Robert will only be at the cast iron cook-off as a sampler. Actually, anybody that has followed me for the last, I've been on YouTube since 2016, and anybody that has followed me since 2017 knows that Robert is a great cook, and he is not the one that's going to be a sampler. It's going to be people like me that doesn't cook. It's like, man, that is such a win-win situation. The guys that like to cook are all going to get together and do a cast iron cook-off, and those of us that don't cook get to sample it all. And we'll bring side dishes and stuff, but still, it's going to be an awesome thing. Denise, my meetup, I've already done a video on it, and I think Robert has put up the link to it. Did I miss it? Him putting up the link? Robert, don't be prepared to lose. Go out there with that spirit that you're going to kick ass. Don't be prepared to lose. The campground area is nice and spacious. You guys are going to love this park. But Cheryl says you're worse than her. She drove 7 yesterday. Let's see. Let me catch back up, you guys. I had to stop and take a drink for a minute. Food is always a good thing. That's right, Joni. Oh, I went back too far. Hold on. Anyway, Michael and Cindy, y'all know that I don't cook, and just like when I come to y'all's house and I eat my Cindy's good cooking and y'all's ribs and everything else, I'm a good sampler. Oh, Dandy Dan says he has his great grandfather's pan. That is awesomeness. So Denise, that's what I was doing. I was answering your question. Robert, if you could put up the link to my video about the meetup, I would appreciate it. But it is at City of Rocks State Park in New Mexico, Denise, from November 15th through 19th. And I think if you go online, that it already shows that it is sold out, but we have people that are willing to double up because they have huge sites and they're allowing 2 rigs per site. Plus they have sites that you can show up that are first come, first serve, that you can't reserve. And so I'm pretty sure that we can get everybody in, and it is $10 a night. The elevation, Megan, is, and Megan's going to try to be there. The elevation is 52 something. I share that in the video, but I don't remember exactly. I don't wash dishes with vinegar. Somebody else on here can answer your question, Cardies, but since my brain surgery, I can't handle the smell of vinegar. If it's too strong, it'll even cause me an immediate nosebleed. I used to use vinegar. I don't know what happened after my brain surgery, but I use in fact, I've put out videos about using my three spray bottle method, and one of them is a DIY Dawn and water combination. And so when I'm out boondocking, in fact, I've got a video coming up this next week about how to not stop turning on your water pump and using your gray tank when you're boondocking. When I'm out boondocking, I never turn on my water pump and I don't use my gray tank. And that way I can stay out longer without having to go to town to dump or get water. And so I share in there the things that I use, but vinegar is not one of them, but that'll be coming up this week. So Rebecca, you're asking about registration, and no, you just, if you don't get a reservation and you want to show up and try to share a site with somebody or get one of the first come first serve sites, do that. But everything I'm doing is through the City of Rocks State Park system. What is Robert asking Sean to teach him? I gotta keep those I gotta keep my eye on those two.
So cook bannock.
Oh yes, Robert, you cook bannock all the time. What did I miss? You make it, Sean makes it in a cast iron frying pan. I have never had, do you make bannock?
I've only made
Frugal?
it once.
She's only made it once. See how much fun this cast iron cook-off is going to be? I'm telling you, it's going to be wonderful. So yeah, I might pay Sean and Robert and Frugal to make me some bannock so I can take it with me after the meetup. I love bannock. And in case those of y'all that don't know, I don't know the history of bannock. Sean, I bet you do. If you know the history of bannock, please put it on here. But bannock is a bread, and I just love it so much. Oh yes, Michael, that's true. It depends on what people cook that I can't, I won't be able to eat it. and I won't forget because I'll be very cautious while I'm at my meetup. But I forgot what it was the other day I ate, and I was like, oh, that did not go well. And I thought it would, but it didn't. And I can't even remember what it was. Okay, Noreen, we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by, sweetheart. Let's see. Ooh, cast iron cobbler coming from Cheryl. Yay, Cheryl. Glad to see you there. Not just because you're a cobbler, but that's a big reason. I'm just teasing. It'll just be good to see you. Brenda says she hates to cook. I don't hate to cook. I was told that I used to do Thanksgiving dinners and Christmas dinners, and my sister told me this, that from scratch, and that I even made my own cranberry sauce and everything. And I don't remember that, and I don't remember how to cook. And then for 2 years, they would send social workers, a social worker to my house every week after I got out of TBI rehab. And for anybody new to my channel, that's traumatic brain injury. and they wouldn't let me cook. I couldn't have open flame. They like, I have this one, I didn't like her too much particularly, and she would even try to check to see if I'd used my oven or something, and it's like, what am I in kindergarten? But I know they were doing their job, and I appreciated the care that I got. But anyway, so I don't cook, but I don't hate it. I wish I could cook, but I'm not a cook. I can tell you, I'm not a cook. Let's see. RV Butterfly says she cooked for over 30 years and has to get a real bug to cook. Yeah, people that raised their family and everything and had to cook meals every day, I'm sure after a while you're like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. Anyway, Brenda, you and I can do the dishes together since we won't be cooking. Let's see. RV Butterfly is complimenting Robert on his news channel, and it is amazing. Let's see. Cheryl, you may need a lesson from me. I don't think there's too much stuff you'd need a lesson from me in. So whatever it is you're talking about, let me know. Okay, I knew you would know, Sean. Thank you. Sean says that the Scots invented bannock and the Native Americans perfected it. And I figured that it had to do something with the indigenous, Sean. Thank you, because it just seems like that type of bread. And I really, really appreciate you sharing the history. Let's see. Martina says maybe keep a food diary. I actually do, Martina, but thank you. It just is. It's a little more than that, but thank you. Susan O, that's a good point. She says if you're wanting a first come first served site, maybe go a day or two in advance. That's a good point. Hello, Amy from Georgia. Steve, did you see what Steve Olson's wanting to make? He says he's hoping to make venison chislic, an eastern South Dakota meat dish. Dang, Steve. And you're also bringing, and they have an observatory there. I put that in my video. They have an observatory on site, so the dark skies and the sky and the sunset and everything there are just incredible. Let's see, what was I going to say? He's making venison chislic, eastern South Dakota meat dish. I forgot what. And so Steve is also bringing is it a telescope? Is that what it is? A telescope? That'd be awesome too. Okay, Rachel's Rants, glad that you were on here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Sammy doesn't want to lay down. Sammy's up. She's like, okay, I'm bored with this. Let's go. Amy in Georgia. Let's see. I hope Steve answers you, Susan. I don't know where Steve is from, but Steve and Doreen were at my meetup at Cedar Hill State Park a couple of years ago. That is wonderful information, Sean. He goes on to say about bannock bread that the Scots were often the first white men Native Americans interacted with and shared the recipe, and that the indigenous have changed it. Well, I can't wait to try it. I'm telling you, I love bannock bread. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of us washing dishes. That's okay. We need dishwashers. I'll wash dishes because I'm not cooking and I can eat. Yeah, Dandy Dan, I tell you, that's me. I do one pan. Actually, I do meats, and so I don't have a lot of cleanup to do either. Life with Nana, I don't think bannock is exactly fry bread. It's similar, but it's I know fry bread, and bannock is different. Let's see. I'm reading comments, you guys. Yes, Cheryl says that she is a Robert News Channel-aholic, and she loves his news channel. It's called Travel News, and it is wonderful. Marsha Mouseboots 46 says she did Thanksgiving for 31 years. 2 turkeys, 18 and 25 pounds, 17 freaking pies. Okay, I'm going to find out where you're camped. Oh yeah, that is a lot and lots of sides. Oh, in reference to conserving black and gray tanks. Yes, Cheryl. And if you want, I'll be happy to talk. But I am putting that out on my video this week. And yeah, I don't use my now. Frugal does. Even when we're out boondocking in the wild, Frugal will use her water pump and her gray tank as normal. I do not, because sometimes I will go out deep remote boondocking for 2 weeks, and then I will go from there to another deep remote boondocking place for another 2 weeks. And I don't want to have to go into town in between and then go way back out. And so I have just learned to not use, when I'm boondocking, my water pump, except for showers or if I need to bathe Bandit. But that's the only exception to using my water pump, and then I don't use my gray tank. So anyway, I'll be sharing that. Am I missing anything? 3 telescopes, Steve. Dang, that is awesomeness. Thank you. Oh, Steve says his grandfather was from Desmet. I know that's not how you say it if you're from there, but I love Desmet Lake. Yes, Beverly. I heard that about Beverly. Michael is talking about his mother-in-law and my cousin Cindy's mother, Beverly, that we lost last year. She was a Cajun woman from Louisiana, and man, could she cook, and that's probably where Cindy gets her talent. But when she cooked, I understand there wasn't anything clean left in the kitchen. Brenda says for some reason she's getting hungry. Oh yeah, Life with Nana. That sounds good. Okay, what else do we have, you guys? I want to ask everybody to please give me a thumbs up. You can close the comments, not the chat. Close the comments and hit thumbs up, and then open up the comments again. And let's see. Rebecca is asking for solar generator recommendations. I don't know what a solar generator is.
Like a jackery.
Oh, like a jackery. Okay. I can't answer that. I know you have a jackery. Frugal, here, tell her about your jackery.
I have the smallest jackery, and for charging your cell phones and things like that, it's really, really good. And they make different sizes. I can't remember all the different sizes, but I bought mine 1.5 years ago, and I love it. And I would recommend the jackery. They're kind of expensive, but they work. So
yeah, and you also have fixed solar.
Yes.
And so you used fixed solar and jackery.
Yes.
Okay.
So I can charge my jackery with my solar, with my inverter and stuff like that. But I love my jackery. I hear a lot of good things of the Goal Zero also. So yeah, just look at the reviews. And there's a lot of reviews on YouTube about jackery.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Thank you, Frugal. And you guys be sure and check out Frugal RV Gal's channel. You bet. RV Butterfly is asking if I still have my home spot. What I have is what I call a docking station. It is an RV site that I lease year-round. They charge less than half price for when you're not there, and then when I go there, I pay full price. But and so I get to have my little she shed on there for my storage. I get to decorate it like I want to. I've got a video out about yard art. And so it's my little home base, but I call it a docking station because what I do is I pull in like Star Trek and I stay a while and I pull back out and hit the road. And so I call it my docking station. I don't call it a home base because that's all it is for me, is literally a docking station, but it allows me to have someplace permanent if crap hits the fan again like it did in 2020. Let's see. Let me catch back up on comments, but I tell you what, before I do that, okay, so now I'm where I was. I got to get another drink. Oh, so Sean is offering an indigenous perspective of the difference from fry bread and bannock. Thank you, Sean. I am so grateful for your input tonight. So a bannock is fried in lard or oil, fry bread is often meant for bannock that's fried in lard or oil, but otherwise bannock is baked in the oven. But you can use bannock for both. Okay, thank you, Sean. So I stand corrected. Fry bread is bannock, just fixed differently. The fry bread I have had didn't taste anything like the bannock that I have had, and one was called fry bread and one was called bannock. So that's why I got a little confused on that. Ooh, Life and Times of Crazy Patrick, and I'm so glad I hate calling you Crazy Patrick. That just sounds wrong. But I'm so glad, Patrick, that you were able to get your reservation and that you're going to make some chicken fajitas. Thank you. Oh, yay. Cheryl says that she got 20 gallons of water last week and only used half a tank because she's the water queen. Awesomeness. Awesomeness. Oh, Denise, thank you for asking that. Am I going to have books for sale at my meetup? I am trying to get them ordered. I'm waiting on some funds to come in. Even though I get them at my author's cost, I still have to order them in bulk. And so I am planning on at least having, yes, I want to have all 4 of my books for sale at my meetup. It depends on how much funds I can get in advance to get the order placed in time for me to get them while I'm on the road so that I can take them with me to my meetup. Is that enough ifs for you? But I sure do want to try. And the t-shirt information, Joni, thank you for asking. The patrons have already started ordering their t-shirts, and to go to my spring store, and they are up there and loaded tonight. And in tomorrow, I will share on social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, a YouTube post, and everything with the links for you to be able to get your t-shirts. And Robert just put the information up. Thank you, Robert. Angelique created the t-shirts, and there are so many different colors. It's just, she did such an amazing job. I'm just so proud of what she did. Let's see, Blue Eddie has some awesome units. Frugal's shaking her head yes.
Remember the name of it.
She says she couldn't remember when she was sharing. So thank you for sharing that, Patty. Can you talk to him for a minute while I get some water?
Sure. Hello.
Okay, thank you.
Nothing like being put on the spot.
Yeah, nothing like putting my friend on the spot.
I know. It's like, yeah, I'm just looking at comments.
Tell them about your first meetup you went to for me.
We were talking about that. That was in 2018.
Yeah, I think so.
Debra had a meetup. It was just a couple of hours meetup there in Quartzsite. And
one of my mini meetups.
Yeah, meetups. Yeah. So it wasn't a weekend gathering. And so I'd met her before, but that was the first time that I attended a meetup. And then the next time I attended was in 2019 there in Quartzsite at Rice Ranch. So
this will be my 3rd meetup you've been to.
Yes.
Woohoo! How many of you have been to, Texas Lady, thank you for the PayPal contribution. I just got that. Thank you for the super chat tip. So how many of you have been to my meetups before? I know Sean has. Let's see. So many of you that are on here have been to my meetups before. I'm backing up, so I'm running into issues backing up because y'all know me. I get confused, but I think I'm caught up. Hold on. Texas Lady says she enjoys your channel, Frugal, along with Roberts. That's awesomeness. I see that you're thanking her. See, I'm going backwards. That's what I get for going backwards. Let's see. I'm catching up. Good night, Steve and Doreen. Thank you, and you guys travel safe as well. Thank you for being on here. Let's see. Hello, Joan. I said hello to you earlier when you were chatting with others. I said it was good to text with you earlier. Let's see. Time to catch up. Cardiz says she is over on your channel. Cardiz, I hope that you subscribed. And on all of our channels, mine, Robert's, Frugal's, anybody else's that you are subscribed to, if you want to support us, please be sure that you click that bell and make sure that you click all notifications, because otherwise YouTube is only going to tell you about a few videos every now and then. You have to click all. Let's see, what else have I missed? Oh, Vesta is on here. Yada. That's right, Mouse Boots. I have Yada at my docking station. Oh man, Michael, you are missing out on Bannock if you don't try it. Let's see. Oops, I hit the wrong button. I hope I didn't block anybody. If I did, I didn't mean to. I'm always hitting the wrong. Yeah, Frugal's guest host. That's so funny. You know what, Sean Ledoux, you are so awesome in everything you do, whether it's crafts, sewing, carpentry, plumbing, cooking. I'll take anything that you want to give me, darling. I mean that. I can't wait to see you. And y'all ought to see some of the things that Sean sews and makes. And Sean, I have been cracking up at you trying to fit all of your sewing stuff into your new rig. I really have. I've been really literally rolling on the floor laughing. Rebecca says that my meetup will be her first time dry camping. That is awesomeness. I hope that you find what you need. Oh, good. Your coffee mug came today, Marcia. Please send me a picture. You can email it to me at debradoesrvlife@gmail.com. Thank y'all so much. And thank you all for all the thumbs up. I see that most of you have done that, and I really appreciate it. Joan says that she's been to my meetup 2019. I remember that Joan, of course, and y'all know Joan because I traveled with her, and we had lots of fun camping together. And yes, Shalom on the Roam is not on here tonight. I think they are traveling, and she would join us if she could. Let's see. Oh, good. Joan says she's back she had to sign off for a bit, but she's back. Yes, Life and Times of Crazy Patrick. Robert will be there. Robert will be there. I'll be there. Frugal will be there. There's a whole bunch of people that are going to be there, but yes, Robert already has his reservations as well. Trying to catch back up, you guys. I took a break and got some water and got behind. Yes, hello, Midnight Run Kennel. Good to see you. Mikey will eat anything. I know. You and I are a lot alike on that, especially if your dear wife or some of the people we know that cook so well make it. Let's see. I know Sean says it was hard to minimize his sewing gear. I know that. Ron Sees America, I hope that you can make it, and it will be an awesome first meetup to attend. I promise you. It's just the right size. You live near Cedar Hill State Park. I taught near there, Duncanville School District. Graduated high school actually in Duncanville, and had a mini meetup at Cedar Hill State Park a couple of years ago. That's where met a lot of people that are on here tonight. Let's see. Oh yeah, and Joan travels with a whole bunch of boxes of rocks because she painted rocks, and she is going to be doing a rock painting demonstration in class for us at the meetup. So if y'all saw her work on my channel in my videos, you know how talented she is and what a treat that's going to be. Suze at Large, thank you for being on here, and good night. Thank you again. Okay, you guys, I think I've covered everything I needed to, and I really enjoyed this Friday Night Live and our connection. It always lifts my spirits, and I look forward to it all week. And I should have good signal the rest of the year because we're traveling into Texas, and then we'll be going to my meetup and then back out west. And so you'll see me here every week. And oops, I'm seeing what y'all are talking to each other about. Yeah, Nooks and Cranny says she's bummed she can't attend Joan's class. Yeah, everybody's going to want to be in that class, I think. Oh, Sean, I need to talk to you. There's something that you can do for me at the meetup if you make it and are willing. That would be awesomeness. But if I can't, I've already shut down my computer and everything for tonight, Sean. So if I forget, will you email me? And if you can't do it, that's fine. I don't want to put you on the spot in front of everybody and talk about it on here, but I do want to talk to you. Okay, everybody, I love you, and I thank you for being on here, and we'll see you next Friday night. Stay safe until then, and keep on keeping on no matter what. Love you. See you down the road. You want to say bye?
Bye. See you next time.